Hello, and welcome everyone to this video on SAP ABAP on HANA, Creating and Managing HANA Procedures by ZaranTech. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update from us.
Hello, in today's video we will learn about the AMDP procedures. In today's video we will learn about the AMDP procedures. So first understand what is AMDP. So AMDP stands for ABAP Managed Database Procedures as the full form, and let's see what we do with AMDP. Okay, how AMDP supports the code push-down approach and how AMDPs are built and then consumed. So we will quickly first thing to understand is that AMDP is, in layman, we can say that AMDP is a type of class. Okay, so let's quickly build a class. Okay, so something like this will appear up when we select. So before creating an AMDP procedure, let's try to understand, what AMDP stands for. So almost every database support database procedures, and such procedures which every database creates are stored and executed on database level. Okay. So the implementation is usually written in a scripting language that is highly database specific. Okay. So the scripting language we use can vary from database to database. As of release 7.45, ABAP supports database procedures that are stored in ABAP repository and transported with a standard ABAP transport request. This technique is known as AMDP. It offers a very unique database procedure as top-down approach to create and call procedure on HANA databases. Okay, so with this new technique, editing, activation, transport, and lifecycle management of database procedures are performed on application server. The database procedure is defined and implemented as a method of a class, as a method of a global class, more importantly, not as a local class. Okay, the implementation of such a method consists of one database method, which is very related to specific script that can only be executed on a ABAP database, not on ABAP stacks. The AMDP framework creates a stored procedure on database and redirects any call to AMDP method to this stored procedures. ABAP managed database procedures are generally created as a method of ABAP classes, but in contrast to normal methods, they are not implemented with ABAP source code, but with the database specific programming language. How they are do it will show you. And let's quickly even see the syntax. Okay, so any method you create, you have to write by database procedure for name of the database, language, okay, in this case we use SQL script generally, okay, and then options like read only, write only. Okay, SAP right now works only with read only, and then table name, using table name. Without wasting any further time, let's move to an AMDP creation. Okay, and most important thing here to add is that ABAP classes can contain this AMDP classes. Okay, if I call it as AMDP classes or ABAP classes, they contain a mixture of methods and AMDP method. It is possible. Okay, AMDP method should be defined as a part of static method. They will be defined as a static method, but always be executed like static method. No worries if they are not defined, but the execution will be as similar as the static method. It is mandatory, and the important thing is that this AMDP methods cannot be changed in typical SE24. It is mandatory to use ADT, which is a ABAP development toolkit to change AMDP. The classic ABAP only supports the displays of ABAP managed database procedures. Okay, and before we start, some of the advantages of using AMDP is ADT supports semantic code completion for ABAP part in AMDP. You can check syntax of SQL script, and AMDP also supports debugging. AMDP are thus executed as static methods, even if they are defined as instance method. And when an AMDP is processed, the ABAP kernel calls the corresponding data procedure stored in HANA database. So, it's highly performance optimized, and the important thing is it supports the code push down approach, making things easier for everyone. So, we have created a class. Okay, so whenever we create anything like this in the public section, in the public section, we have to import an interface IFAMDP marker HTTP. Okay, so importing this parameter is very important if you are going to make any method of your class as AMD. Okay, if you want import this interface, it will not make your class as an AMDP method. Okay, so let's make one class. So since we should define them as a static method, I'm using the terminology class method. Yeah, let's make one method AMDP prod. Okay, importing some value. Let's import the value of anything. Okay, let's use the table scar. So here you can find one field, scar name. So I am importing one of the parameters for that. Let's say we import name. So here we also have to specify the type. The data element for that is I know this is the type. This is error. Let's go back and check. That's fine. And then let's export also something out of it. So let's export EP as an exporting parameter. Okay, let's export ITXERR type will take reference of. So this is one raw type accessed. We will access it available. Okay, now what it is saying the implementation is missing. So we will quickly go in the implementation section and implement it. So method AMDP prod as I mentioned. So now what we have to do, we have to mention by database procedure for HTTP language. It comes by default. It uses. Okay, now we have to specify the name of the language SQL script. Okay, options are read only for now. Okay, so you just remember the syntax. It will keep typing. So now table, you have to obviously type which table you want to use. I want to use SCARR. Okay, Very good. We'll go to next line. Okay, let's do break for HTTP language, for HTTP and Visual Script options usually using scan. Okay. Now what you have to do is in the exporting parameter, you have to IP scan. You have to put the values, select star from SDAR using you have to close it here, and obviously we have to also close the method. The whole code classes and complete by so yeah, we are here. Okay, it's still giving us error. Okay, we do need star, that is fine, that is fine. What else we are missing? Okay. It's giving me error again. I have, let me keep the syntax, read-only, that's fine. I guess that should be there only. Again, I got confused. Where char name is equal to star, that is fine. Now it looks absolutely perfect. Let's activate it. Okay, so now at this point you'll not be able to see its implication, but this is how AMDP is created. Okay, now we'll quickly go and create an ABAP report. Okay, where I'll show you its consumption. New program. Okay, let's say Z rep AMDP. So what you have to do is nothing complex. First we have to create a very simple thing. Let's create the IT square type which we already give reference there, right? I will simply do call method since it's a static method. What I have to do is I have to give the name of the class, put this arrow, and let's export. So let's give a name. I guess A is one of the values, and we will export the class. Okay. Let's put it here. Let's do nothing complex. CL demo output display. Let's activate it. Okay, so maybe it does not have any data table for that. What we'll do is we'll quickly go and check what char names we have, so at least have one reflection of the data. Okay. Oh, I guess we should then write it around KRI instead of, writing it around the glory. Let's execute it. We got the data. Okay. So this was about AMDP implementation. Hope you learned something new. Thank you.